to benefit, to make money. And that goes into all these people who are making loads of money. And again, there are people who are looking at a segment. Now, I know that Bart Bellon has, with the NePohPoh, which is nothing incredible. It's him teaching people about operant conditioning, basically. He has split it up in a business model where he lives in the United States, and actually he lives in a place where I had several professional fights in the area, Springfield, Missouri. I'll give you the clue, Springfield, Missouri. Anyway, so he's there. Now, he runs 2 different types of schools, silver and gold. He's changed his format anyway, but he is not teaching the gold. He's making people go to 3 different gold trainers that he's approved of. So that, and he can, and of course, he will make 500 euros per person who go to the gold trainer. So that's 1,500 euros from each person if they try to make it gold. And now these people who are doing this are charging like $3,000, $4,000 for each gold school. So people are going to spend at least $12,000, because you got to figure in also, if it's far more than that, like $20K. They're going to spend $20K because they have to travel, bring their dogs, feed the dogs, that stuff for these schools. For what? What? Does he guarantee you jobs? Does he get you a list of people that have, they're chasing after a very small segment of the population that are very interested in this. And I'm going to blow it apart right now, because I'm telling you, Bellon is going the way of what Apple did when home computers first started out. The PC market was behind the Apple II, or whatever it was called, the Apple E. I can't remember the exact name of the computer. I got my dog Bandit just snoring in the back. Anyway, so the factor was Apple went to proprietary programming, and PCs went to, it's interchangeable. You could have an IBM, you could have an Acer, you could have whatever, and the programs are going to work, and the operating systems will all work on, it doesn't matter which computer you buy. But Apple didn't, and that's why it plummeted. Apple was ahead in the home sales, and it plummeted. They didn't come back actually until the iPod. Actually, that's what came back. Anyway, that's a whole story that I don't want to get into. But the factor is that this business model he's got up now, because people have to follow his path, and they got to use the e-collar that he manufactures, the Martin, the Chameleon, whatever. And it's unreliable and way overpriced. It's crap. Basically, it's crap, you know? So he's forcing people, and if they don't do that, they're kicked out. Well, it's like Apple. He's gonna go down. But the point is that all these people are spending $20,000, $30,000 on these guys who, where's the payoff, you know? Where's the payoff for these people? There's a lot of disposable income they have. And I keep saying, and I get no kickback from these guys, you can spend that much and go to legitimate schools where you're going to work with a lot of dogs. You're going to be there for 6 months, not just 2 or 3 days at a time, and you're going to get skills. You're going to be able to get a job, because they hire people from these schools, like the Tom Rose School, and also Tar Heel. And I get no kickbacks, so I just say it because if you go to those schools and you graduate, you will get offered jobs. That won't happen with Bellon. It won't happen with Ivan. It won't happen with Michael Ellis either. You can spend $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 going to them, but what's it going to do? So you have to decide what you want to do. Now, I have mentorships, and it's deeper, longer, one-on-one with me than what these guys are going to spend with you, and it's far less than that. And I put that out there because if you want the information and you want someone who's unequaled, they have not equaled me in the Jedi Dog Master Challenge, and nobody's got 51 years and done all these things. Plus, I'm bringing also, as you know, because you've seen Robert Weatherwax and I, if you looked at our podcast, vidcast, talking about the movie dog trainers. These guys know nothing about that. They know absolutely. Does Larry Crone know jack about that? No, he doesn't know. And all these things that they want to talk about, you know, even Gary Wilkes talking about Karen Pryor, all these people having fights with the clicker. I want to do another thing about the clicker people. But the clicker people came out, and this was, you know, huge. And Gary Wilkes was like, "Oh, I was doing clickers 5 years before I hooked up with Karen Pryor, and blah blah blah." And I was, you weren't the first. You weren't the first. Bet me money, Gary. Bet me money, Gary. because I know more. My research abilities are extreme. Now, Wilkes is a good trainer. He's personality-wise, a lot of people do not like the guy. And he's in Phoenix. But the point is, he thinks sometimes that he knows stuff, like he reads academic studies, but look, I've published academically and I've been cited. I don't keep track of that because I'm not in academia, but at least 50 times I've been cited in other people's papers. That's the mark of it, of someone who knows what they're doing, as far as research and applicability of academic study goes. So I throw that out there because these guys don't equal me. They don't equal me. Oh, is this? I'm not impressed, this and that. Well, then let's see you do the Jedi Dog Master Challenge. If it's not a big deal, let's see you do it. And you don't have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars practicing. You don't have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars on dogs. You don't have to do that. The thing is, you got to step up, you got to put your money up, and you got to prove that you can do it. Like the 3-dog challenge, people have failed. There have been people who've tried it, they failed. They can't do it. They can't do it. And then nobody's going to equal me. Nobody with a switch limp. It's not going to happen. That's going to stop people. The quarter mile it shouldn't be that difficult. I have friends and tactical trainers who can do that. It's not difficult, but the thing is, other people out here in the pet sphere that are trying to be influencers, the word for it now, I'm an influencer, like American Standard, whatever that guy's name, Garrett. The guy's got, spending however much money on his production people and stuff like that to get all the views and things. He, what does he charge people? $20,000 a day if he trains people's dogs? Can he do the Jedi Dog Master Challenge? No, he can't. He can't. And you got to prove me wrong. That's where it's at. So these other people cannot do what I can do. And yet they want to talk about things. And it's all about the dogs. Like, I care about the dogs. I have dogs from all over the world. That's what it's about. I'm more about helping and saving dogs than about profiting.